and welcome to Scotland. The royal family would have greeted you themselves, but being occupied in battle, sent me with the following messages. First, should you have any magical devices with you, please ensure that they are silent, for it is said the witches in these lands would not take kindly to others using magic in their domain. Second, should any sort of emergency arise, greater than that posed by the treacherous MacDonald, there are two exits from where you currently are, one whence you came, and one which leads out to the grounds. Third, after our inevitable victory in battle, we will surely have a grand banquet, prior to which you will be given a 15-minute opportunity to supply yourselves with food and drink, during which time you may also fill out a green ticket to be entered in a drawing for a chance to win 2 free tickets to any future Valley Center stage production. Those productions will include The Importance of Being Earnest and Murder on the Nile. Finally, as we are quite near the front lines, I would ask that you ensure the aisles remain clear so that our forces may have safe passage. Speaking of which, I should check on how they fare now. Thank you, and enjoy your time here.
When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the hurly-burly's done, and the battle is lost and won.
That will be ere the set of sun.
Where the place?
Upon the heath.
There to meet with Macbeth.
I come, Grey Malkin.
Oh, paddock calls.
Anon.
Fair is foul and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and filthy air.
What bloody man is that? He can report, and seemeth by his plight, of the revolt in New Estate. Oh, this is a sergeant, who like a good and hardy soldier fought against my captivity. Hail, brave friend! Say to the king the knowledge of the broils thou didst leave it.
Doubtful it stood, as two spent swimmers that do cling together and choke their art. The merciless MacDonald, worthy to be a rebel, and to that, the multiplying villainies of nature do swarm upon him. From the western isles of Kerns and Galaglasses is supplied, and fortune, on his damned quarrel smiling, showed like a rebel's whore. But all's too weak for brave Macbeth. Well, he deserves that name, disdaining fortune with his brandished steel, which smote with bloody execution. Like valor's minion, carved out his passage till he faced the slave, which ne'er shook hands, nor bade farewell to him, till he unseamed him from the nave to the chops, and fixed his head upon our battlements.
Valiant cousin, worthy gentleman.
Whence the sun gins his reflection, shipwrecking storms and direful thunders break. So in that spring, whence comfort seemed to come, discomfort swells. Mark, King of Scotland, mark! No sooner justice had valor armed, compelled the skipping kerns to trust their heels. But the Norwegian lord, surveying vantage, with frivolous arms and new supplies of men, began a fresh assault.
Dismayed not this our captains, Macbeth and Banquo.
Yes, as sparrows, eagles, or the hare of the lion. If I say sooth, there was overcharged cannons with double cracks, doubly redoubled strokes upon the foe. Except they meant to bathe in reeking wounds, or memorize another Golgotha. I cannot say. Oh, oh, but I'm faint. My gashes cry for help.
How well thy wounds become me as thy words. They smack of honor both. Go, get him surgeons. Who comes here?
The worthy Thane of Ross.
What a haste looks through his eyes. So should he look that seems to speak things strange.
God save the king.
Whence camest thou, worthy Thane?
From Fife, great king, where the Norwegian banners flout the sky and fan our people cold. Norway himself, with terrible numbers, assisted by that most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a dismal conflict, till that Bellona's bridegroom, lapped in proof, confronted him with self-comparisons, point against point, rebellious arm against arm, curbing his lavish spirit. And to conclude, the victory fell on us!
Great happiness.
That now Sweno, the Norway's king, craves composition, nor would we deign him burial of his men till he dispersed at St. Colmaisench $10,000 to our general use.
No more that Thane of Cawdor shall deceive our bosom interest. Go, renounce his present death, and with his former title, greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What he has lost, noble Macbeth has won.
Where hast thou been, sister? Killing swine.
Sister, where?
A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap, and munched, and munched, and munched. Give me, quoth I. I'll right thee, witch, the rump-fed runyon cried. Her husband to Aleppo gone, master o'er the tiger, but in a sieve after the sail, and like a rat without a tail. I'll do, and I'll do.
Give thee a wind.
Thou'rt kind,
And I another.
and I have all the other, and the very ports they blow, all the quarters that they know, in the shipman's card. I shall drain him dry as hay. Sleep shall neither night nor day hang about his penthouse lid. He shall live, a man forbid. Weary 7 nights, 9 times 9, shall he dwindle, peak and pine. Though his bark cannot be lost, yet it shall be tempest tossed. Look what I have.
Show me! Show me!
Oh, here I have a pilot's thumb. Wrecked his homeward, he did come.
A drum. A drum. Macbeth.com.
The weird sisters, hand in hand, posters of the sea and land. Thus you go about, thrice to 9, and thrice to 9, and thrice again to make up 9. Peace, the charms wound up.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
How far is Colter Forest?
What are these? So withered and so wild in their attire that look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are aren't. Live you? Or are you aught that man may question? You seem to understand me by each at once her choppy finger laying upon her skinny lips. You should be women, and yet your beards forbid me to interpret that you are so.
Speak if you can. What are you?
All hail, Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Glums. All hail, Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
All hail Macbeth, that shalt be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? In the name of truth, are you fantastical? Or that which outwardly you show? My noble partner you greet with present grace and great prediction of royal having and of noble hope that he seems wrapped withal. To me you speak not. If you can look into the seeds of time and say which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me, who neither beg nor fear your favors nor your hate.
Hail! Hail!
Hail!
Lesser than Macbeth, and greater. Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So, all hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail.
Stay, you imperfect speakers. Tell me more.
By Senel's death, I know I am Thane of Glons. But how of Thane of Cawdor? Thane of Cawdor lives a most prosperous gentleman, and to be king stands not within the prospect of belief, no more than to be Cawdor. Say from which you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted heath you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you!
Go. The earth hath bubbles as the water has, and these are of them. Whither are they vanished?
Into air. What seemed corporal melted as breath into the wind. Would they had stayed?
Or such things here as we do speak about, or have we eaten on the insane root that takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
And the Thane of Cawdor, too, was it not so?
The self-same two and words. Who's there?
The king hath happily received, Macbeth, the news of thy success. And when he reads thy personal venture in the rebels' fight, his wonders and his praises do contend, which should be thine or his. Silenced with that, and viewing o'er the rest of the self-same day, he finds thee in the stout Norwegian ranks, nothing afeard of what thyself didst make. Strange images of death, as thick as tale came post with post, and everyone did bear thy praises in his kingdom's great defense, and poured them down before him.
We are sent to give thee from our royal master thanks, only to herald thee into his sight, not pay thee.
And for an earnest of a greater honor, he bade me from him call thee Thane of Cawdor. In which edition hail, most worthy Thane, for 'tis thine.
Can the devil speak truth?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you address me in borrowed robes?
Who was the Thane lives yet, but under heavy judgment bears that life which he deserves to lose. Whether he was combined with Norway, or did line the rebels with hidden help and vantage, or that with both he labored in his country's wrack, I know not. But treason's capital, confessed and proved, have overthrown him.
Glums. And the Thane of Cawdor, the greatest is behind. Thanks for your pains. Do not hope your children shall be kings when those that gave the Thane of Cawdor to me promised no less to them.
That trusted home might yet enkindle you unto the throne besides the Thane of Cawdor, but 'tis strange. And oftentimes the instruments of darkness tell us truths, win us with honest trifles to betray some deepest consequence. Cousins, a word I pray you.
Two truths are told, as happy prologues to the swelling act of the imperial theme. I thank you, gentlemen. This supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, cannot be good. If ill, why hath it given me earnest of success, commencing in a truth? I am fain of Cawdor. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion, whose horrid image doth unfix my hair and make my heart knock at my seated ribs, against the rule of nature? Present fears are less than horrible imaginings. My thought, whose murder is yet but fantastical, shakes so the single state of man, that function is smothered in surmise, and nothing is but what is not.
Look how our partners rap.
If chance will have me king, why chance may crown me without my stir.
New honors come upon him like our strange garments, cleave not to their form, but with the aid of use.
Aye, come what come may, time and the hour runs through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your letter.
Give me a favor, my dull brain was wrought with things forgotten. Kind gentlemen, your pains are registered where every day I turn leaf to read them. Let us toward the king. Let us think upon what hath chanced, and more time, the interim having waited, let us speak free our hearts to each other.
Very gladly.
Until then, enough. Come, friend.
Is execution done on Cawdor? Are not those in commission yet returned?
My liege, they are not yet returned, but I spoke with one who saw him die. He report that very frankly he confessed his treasons, implored your highness's pardon, and set forth a deep repentance. Nothing in his life became him like believing it. He died as one that had been studied in his death. To throw away the dearest thing he owed as 'twere a careless trifle.
There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a man on whom I built an absolute trust. Hey! Worthiest cousin! The sin of my ingratitude even now was heavy on me. Thou art so far before that swiftest wing of recompense is slow to overtake thee. Would thou hadst less deserved that the proportion both of thanks and payment might have been mine, but only I have left to say, more is thy due than more than all can pay.
Service and loyalty I owe, and doing it pays itself. Your highness's part is to receive our duties, and our duties are to your throne, states, children, and servants, which doing but what they should, by doing everything safe towards your love and honor.
Welcome hither. I have begun to plant thee, and were labored to make you full of growing. Noble Banquo, that hadst no less deserved, nor must be known no less to have done so. Let me enfold thee and hold thee to my heart.
There if I grow, the harvest is your own.
My plenteous joys, wanton in fullness, seek to hide themselves in drops of sorrow. Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and you whose places are the nearest know, we will establish our estate upon our eldest Malcolm, whom we name hereafter the Prince of Cumberland. Which honor must not invest him only, but signs of nobleness like stars shall shine on all deservers. From hence to Inverness, and bind us further to you.
The rest is labor which is not used for you. I'll myself be the harbinger, and make joyful the news to my wife of your approach. Humbly I take my leave.
My worthy Cawdor.
The Prince of Cumberland? That is a step on which I must fall down, or else or leap, for in my way it lies. Stars, hide your fires. Let not light see my black and deep desires.
True, worthy Banquo, he is full so valiant, and in his commendations I am fed. It is a banquet to me. Let's after him, whose care has gone before to bid us welcome. It is a peerless kinsman.
They met me in the day of success, and I have learned by the perfect report, they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned in desire to question them further, they made themselves air into which they vanished. Whilst I stood wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me, and referred me to the coming on of time with, Hail King, that shalt be. This have I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightst not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell. Glamis thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, are not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. What thou wouldst highly, that wouldst thou holily, wouldst not play false, and yet wouldst wrongly win. Thou'dst have great Glamis, that which cries, thus thou must do if thou have it, and that which rather thou dost fear to do, than wishest should be undone. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear, and chastise with the valor of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round, which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have thee crowned withal. Right. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it. Is not thy master with him, who, were it so, would have informed for preparation?
So please you, it is true. Our Thane is coming. One of my fellows had the speed of him, who, almost dead for breath, had scarcely more than would make up his message.
Give him tending, he brings great news. The raven himself is hoarse, that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here. Fill me from the crown to the toe, top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up excess and passage to remorse, that no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the vect and it. Come to my woman's breasts and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers. Wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief, come, thick night, and pall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold! Great Glamis, worthy Cawdor, write the note by the all hail hereafter. Thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel now the future in the instant.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Oh, never shall sun that morrow see. Thy face, my Thane, is as a book where men may read strange matters to beguile the time. Look like the time, bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for, and you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which shall to all our nights and days to come give solely sovereign sway and masterdom.
We shall speak further.
Only look up clear. To alter favor ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
This castle hath a pleasant seat. The air nimbly and sweetly recommends itself unto our gentle senses. This guest of summer, the temple haunting martlet, does approve by his mansionry that the heaven's breath smells wooingly here. No jutty frieze buttress nor coign of vantage, but this bird hath made his pendant bed and procreant cradle. Where they most breed and haunt, I have observed, the air is delicate. See, our honored hostess. The love that follows us sometimes is our trouble, which still we think is love. Herein I teach you how you shall bid God yield us for your pains, and thank us for your troubles.
All our service and every point twice done and then done double, we're poor and single business to contend against those honors, deep and broad, wherewith your majesty loads our house. For those of old and the late dignities heaped up to them, we rest your hermits.
Where is the Thane of Condor? We coursed him at the heels and had a purpose to be his purveyor, but he rides well. And his great love, sharp as his spur, hath holp him to his home before us. Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
Your servants ever have theirs themselves, and what is theirs in count to make their audit at your highness' pleasure, still to return your own.
Give me your hand. Conduct me to mine host. We love him highly and shall continue our grace towards him. By your leave, hostess.
If it were done, but it is done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. If the assassination could trammel up consequence and catch with his surcease success, that but this blow might be the be-all and end-all here. And on this bank and shoal of time we jump the life to come. But in these cases, we still have judgment here. That we but teach bloody instruction, which being taught returns to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the poison ingredients to our chalice, to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed. Then, as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet tongued, to the deep damnation of his taking off. Pity, like the naked newborn babe, or heaven's cherubim, striding the blast, riding upon the horseless carriers of the eye, shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which o'erleaps itself and falls upon the other. How now, what news?
He has almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
Know you not he has.
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which should be worn now in their newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since, and wakes it now to look so green and pale, at what it did so freely? From this time, such I account thy love. Art thou afeared to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire? Wouldst thou have that which thou esteemest the ornament of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would, like the poor cat in the adage?
Prithee, peace! I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more, there is none.
What beast was then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be more than what you were, you would be so much more the man. Your time nor place did then adhere, and yet you would make both. They have made themselves, and that their fitness now does unmake you. I have given suck, and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail!
We fail, but screw your courage to the sticking place and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whereto the rather shall his day's hard journey soundly invite him, his two chamberlains, will I with wine and wassail so convince that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a fume, and the receipt of reason a limbic only. When in swinish sleep their drenched natures lies as in a death, what cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our great quell?
Bring forth men, children only. For thy undaunted metal should compose nothing but males.
Oh, will it not be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy two of his chamber, and used their very daggers that they have done it?
Who dares receive another, as we shall make our griefs and clamor roar upon his death?
I am settled, and bend up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away, and mock the time with fairest show. False face must hide what a false heart doth know.
How goes the night, boy?
The moon is down, I have not yet heard the clock.
And she goes down at 12.
I take this later, sir.
Oh, take my sword. There's husbandry in heaven. The candles are all out. A heavy summons lies like lead upon me, and yet I would not sleep. The merciful powers restrain in me the cursed thoughts that nature gives way to in repose. Give me my sword. Who's there?
A friend.
What, sir? Not yet at rest. The king's abed. He hath been an unusual pleasure, and sent forth great largesse to your offices. This diamond he greets your wife withal by the name of most kind hostess, and shut up in measureless contempt.
Being unprepared, our will became servant to defect. Which else should free have wrought?
All's well. I dreamt last night of the three weird sisters. To you, they have showed some truth.
I think not of them. Yet, when we would entreat an hour, we would spend it with some words upon that business, if you will grant the time.
At your kindest leisure.
Sir, if you will consent to my will, when it is, it shall make honor for you.
So I lose none in seeking to augment it, but keep my bosom franchised and allegiance clear. I shall be counsel.
Repose a while.
Thanks, sir. The same to you.
Go. Bid thy mistress, when my drink is ready, she ring upon the bell. Get thee gone.
Is this the dagger I see before me? The handle towards my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I see thee still. Art thou fatal vision? As sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou a dagger of the mind? A false creation proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee still. In form as palpable as this which now I draw. Thou marshalest me the way I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. My mind is playing fools over my senses. I see thee still. And on thy blade in dudgeon gouts of blood, which was not there before. It is not so. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Thou sure and firm set earth, fear not my steps, for fear thy stones will prate of my very whereabouts and take away the horror from the time which now suits with it. Whilst I threat, he lives. Words to the heat of deeds too cold breath gives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Peace. It was the owl that shrieked, the fatal bellman which gives the sternest good night. He is about it. The doors are open, and the surfeited grooms do mock their charge with snores. I have drugged their possets, that death and nature do contend about them, whether they live or die.
Who's that?
Alack, I am afraid they have awaked, and 'tis not done. The attempt and not the deed confounds us. Hark, I laid their daggers ready. He could not miss them. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I had done it. My husband?
I have done the deed. Didst thou hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now.
As I descended?
Aye.
Hark! Who lies in the second chamber?
Donalbain.
What a sorry sight is this?
A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
There's one did laugh in sleep, and the other cried murder, that they did wake each other. I stood and heard them, but they did say their prayers, and address them again to sleep.
There are two lodged together.
One cried, God bless us, and amen the other, as they had seen me with these hangmen in hands. I stood listening in their fear, but could not say amen when they did say God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
But wherefore could I not pronounce amen? I had most need of blessing, and amen stuck in my throat.
These deeds must not be thought after these ways, so it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth doth murder sleep, the innocent sleep. And still it cried, sleep no more to all the house. God hath murdered sleep, therefore Connor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? Why, worthy Thane, you do unbend your noble strength to think so brain-sickly of things. Go, get some water, and wash this filthy witness from your hand. Why did you bring these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go, carry them and smear the sleepy grooms with blood.
I'll go no more. I am afraid to think upon what I had done. To look on it again, I dare not!
Infirm of purpose, give me the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are but as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears a painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll gild the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
Whence was that knocking? How is it with me that every noise doth appall me? The hands are here. They pluck out mine eyes. Will great Neptune's ocean ever wash this blood clean from my hands? No. Rather, they'll turn the multitudinous seas incarnate, making the green one red.
My hands are of your color, but I shame to wear a heart so white. Hark, there's a knocking at the south entry. Retire we to our chamber. A little water clears us of this deed. How easy is it then? Your constancy hath left you unattended. Hark, we're knocking. Get on your nightgown lest occasion call us and show us to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To think upon what I had done, 'twere best not to know myself. Wake Duncan with thy knocking. I wish thou couldst.
Here's the knocking indeed. If a man were the porter of Hellgate, he should have a turn in the key. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there in the name of Beelzebub? Huh. Faith, here's a farmer. Hanged himself on the expectation of plenty. There come in time. Have napkins to know about you. Here you'll sweat for it. Knock, knock! Who's there in the other devil's name? Faith, here's an equivocator who could swear in both the scales against either scale who committed treason enough for God's sake, but could not equivocate to heaven. Oh, come in, equivocator. Knock, knock, knock! Who's there? Faith, here's an English tailor, come hither for stealing out of our French hose. Ooh, come in, tailor. Here you can roast your goose. Knock, knock! Never quiet him. What are you? This place too cold for help? I'll devil porter it no further. I thought to have some of each of the professions that go the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Anon! Anon. I pray you, remember the porter.
Was it solely friend Mary went to bed that you lie so late?
Faith, sir, we were carousing till the second cock, and drink, sir, is a great provoker of three things.
What three things does drink especially provoke?
Merry, sir, nose painting, sleep, and urine. Lechery, sir, it provokes and unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but it takes away the performance. Therefore, much drink may be said to be an equivocator with a lechery. makes him, mars him, sets him on, and it takes him off. It persuades him, and it disheartens him. Yeah, makes him stand to, and not stand to. In conclusion, equivocates him into sleep, and giving him the lie, leaves him.
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
That it did, sir, the very throat of me. I requited him for his lie. And being, I think, too strong for him, though he took up my legs sometime, yet I made a shift to cast him.
Is thy master stirring? Our knocking has awaked him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, noble sir.
Good morrow both.
Is the king stirring, worthy thing?
Not yet.
He did command me to call Tammy on him. I've almost slipped the hour.
I'll take you to him.
I know this is a joyful trouble to you, but yet 'tis one.
The labor in doing it physics the pain.
Up is the door.
I'll make so bold a call, for 'tis my limited service.
Goes the king hence today?
He does. He did so appoint.
The night hath been unruly. Where we lay our chimneys were blown down, and, as they say, lamenting heard in the air. Strange screams of death and prophesying, with accents terrible, of dire combustion and confused events newly hatched in the woeful time. The obscure birds clamoured on the livelong night, as some say the earth was feverish and did shake.
It was a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow with it.
Oh, horror! Horror! Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Confusion now hath made his masterpiece. A most sacrilegious murder hath broke up the Lord's anointed temple and stole thence the life of the building.
What is it you say? The life?
Mean you, his majesty?
Approach the chamber and destroy your sight with a new gorgon. Bid me not speak. See, then speak yourselves. Awake! 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 Ring the alarm bell! Murder and treason! Banquo and Donalbain! Malcolm! Awake! Shake off this downy sleep! Death's counterfeit and look upon death itself! Up! Up and see the great doom's image! Malcolm! Banquo! As from your graves, rise up and walk like sprites to countenance this horror!
What's the business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of the house? Speak, speak!
Oh, gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak. Mere repetition would murder on a woman's ears as it fell. Oh, Banquo, Banquo, our royal master's murdered.
Whoa, alas, what, in our house?
Too cruel anywhere. Dear Duff, prithee contradict thyself and say it is not so.
Had I died an hour before this instant, I had lived a blessed life. There is nothing serious in mortality. All is but toys. Renown and grace is dead. The wine of life is drawn, and nothing but the lees is left the vault to brag of.
What is amiss?
You are, and do not know it. The spring, the head, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
Your royal father's murdered.
By whom?
Those of his chambers, it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were all badged with blood. So were their weapons, which, unwiped, we found upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life was betrusted with them.
I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who could be wise, amazed, temperate, and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment? No man! The violent expedition of my love outran the pauser, reason. Here lie Duncan, his silver skin laced in golden blood.
His gashed stabs look like a breach in nature. There, the murderers, steeped in the colors of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain that had a heart to love, and in that heart, courage to make love's known?
Help me, Hans.
Look to the lady. Why do we hold our tongues that others may claim this argument for hours?
What should be spoken here, where our fate, hidden in auger hole, may rush and seize us? Let's away. Our tears are not yet brewed.
Nor our strong sorrow upon the foot of motion.
Look to the lady. And when we have our naked frailties hid, that suffer an exposure, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence against the undivulged pretense I fight of treasonous malice.
And so do I.
So all.
Let us briefly put on manly readiness and meet in the hall together.
Well
contented.
What will you do? Let's not consort with them. Show an unfelt sorrow as an office which the false man does easy. To England.
To Ireland, aye. For a separated fortune shall keep us both the safer. Where we are, there's daggers in men's smiles. The nearer blood, the nearer bloody.
This murderous shaft that shot hath not yet lighted, and our safest way is to avoid the aim. Therefore to horse, and let us not be dainty of leave-taking, but shift away. There's warrant in that theft which steals itself. There's no mercy left.
Threescore and 10 I can remember well. Well, within the volume of which time I have seen hours dreadful and things strange. But this sore night has trifled former knowings.
Ha, good father, thou seest the heavens, as troubled with man's act, threatens his bloody stage. By the clock 'tis day, and yet dark night strangles the traveling lamp. Is it night's predominance, or the day's shame? The darkness does the face of earth entomb, when living right should kiss it.
'Tis unnatural, even like the deed that's done. On Tuesday last, a falcon towering in her pride of place was, by a mousing owl, hawked at and killed.
And Duncan's horses, a thing most strange and certain, beauteous and swift, the minions of their race, turned wild in nature, broke their stalls, flung out, contending against obedience, as they would make war with mankind.
'Tis said they eat each other.
They did so, to the amazement of mine eyes that looked upon it. Here comes the good Macbeth. How goes the world, sir? Now,
Why, see you not?
is it known who did this more than bloody deed?
Those that Macbeth hath slain.
Last the day, what good could they pretend?
They were stubborn. Malcolm and Dalbane, the king's two sons, are stolen away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed.
Against nature still, thriftless ambition that will raven up thine own life's means. Then 'tis most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He's already named and gone to Scum to be invested.
Where's Duncan's body?
Carried to Conkill, the sacred storehouse of his predecessors and guardian of the bones.
Will you to Scone?
No, cousin, out to Fife.
Well, I will thither.
Well, may you see things well done there. Adieu. Lest our old robes sit easier than our new.
Farewell, father.
God's benison go with you, and with those who remain good or bad, and friends of foes.
Thou hast it now, King Cawdor Glams. All as the weird women promised. And I fear thou hast played most foully for it. Yet it was said it should not stand in thy posterity, but that myself should be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them, as upon thee, Macbeth, their speeches shine, why then are the verities on thee made good? May they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope? But hush, no more.
Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast, and all thing unbecoming.
Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I will request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, to the which my duties are with a most indissoluble tie forever knit.
Ride you this afternoon?
Aye, my good lord.
We should have else desired your good counsel in this day's session, but we'll take that tomorrow. Is it far you ride?
As far, my lord, as will fill up the time twixt now and supper. Go not my horse the better, I must become a borrower of the night for a dark hour or twain.
Well, fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
We hear our cousins are bestowed in England and Ireland, not confessing their cruel parricide, filling their hearers with strange invention. But of that tomorrow, and therewithal we shall have cause of state craving us jointly. I you to horse until this evening. Goes Cleon's with you.
Aye, my good lord. Our time does call upon us.
I wish your horses sure and swift of foot. I do commend you to their backs. Farewell. Let every man be master of his time till 7 at night. To make society the sweeter welcome, ourselves till supper time shall keep alone. Well said. God be with you. Madam, a word. Tend those gentlemen, our pleasure.
They are, my lord, without the palace gate.
Bring them before us. To be thus is nothing but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep. Under him, my genius is rebuked, as it is said Mark Antony's was the Caesar. He chid the sisters when they first put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then prophet-like, they hailed him a father to a line of kings, and placed on my head a fruitless crown, and put a barren scepter in my grip, no son of mine succeeding. For them, the gracious Duncan have I murdered, only for them to make them kings, the seed of Banquo kings. Rather than so, come fate, into the list, and champion me with thy utterance. I'm out. Go to the door and wait until we call. Was it not yesterday that we did speak together?
It was, so please your highness.
Well now, have you considered of my speeches? Know that it was he
in times past, which held you so under fortune that you thought had been our innocent self. This I made good to you. How you were born in hand, how crossed the instruments and all things else that say, thus did Banquo.
You made it known to us.
I did so, and went further, which is the point of our second meeting. Is your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? Are you so gospeled to pray for this good man and his issue, whose heavy hand kept you bowed to the grave and beggared yours forever?
We are men, my liege.
Aye. In the catalogue, you go for men. As hounds, greyhounds, spaniels, curs, choughs, water rugs, and demi-wolves are all clept by the name of dogs. The valued file distinguishes the slow, the subtle, the housekeeper, the hunter, all according to the bill that writ them all alike, and so of men. Now, if you have a station in that file, not in the worst rank of manhood, say it, I will put that business in your bosom whose execution will take your enemy off and grapple you to the heart and love of us, who were but in our health is sickly in his life, which in his death were perfect.
I am one, my lord, whom the vile blows and buffets of this world hath so incensed. I am reckless what I do to spite the world.
And I another, so weary with disasters, tugged with fortune, that I would set my life on any chance to mend it or be rid on it.
Both of you know. Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
As he is mine. Now I could, with barefaced power, sweep him from my sight and bid my will avouch it. But I must not, for there are certain friends that are both his and mine, whose loves I must not drop. Thence it is that to your assistance I do make love, masking the business from the common eye for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us.
Our lives.
As your spirit shines through you. Within this hour at most, I will advise you where to plant yourself. Acquaint you with the perfect spy of the time and the moment on it, for it must be done tonight and something away from this castle. Always thought that I require a clearness. And with him, to leave no rub nor botches in the work, his son Fleance that does accompany him, whose absence is no less material to me than his father's, must embrace the fate of that dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart, I'll be with you anon.
We are resolved, my lord.
Oh. Ha, 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 ha. I'll call upon these straits, abide within. Thus, it is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it be to heaven, must find it out tonight.
Is Banquo gone from court?
Aye, madame, but returns again tonight.
Say to the king I would attend his leisure for a few words.
Madame, I will.
Naught had, all spent, where our desire is got without content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy than by destruction dwell in doubtful joy. How now, my lord, why do you keep alone? Of sorriest fancies your companions making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died with them they think on. Things without all remedy should be without regard. What's done is done.
We have scorched the snake, not killed it. She'll close and be herself, whilst our poor malice remains in danger of her former tooth. It is better to be with the dead than on the torture of the mind and lie in restless ecstasy. Duncan lies in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well.
Treason has done his worst. Nor steel, nor poison, malice domestic, foreign levy, nothing can touch him farther.
Come on, gently, my lord. Sleek o'er your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight.
And so shall I, love. And so, I pray, be you. Let your remembrance apply to Banquo. Present him an eminence both in eye and tongue. Our faces as vizards, masking our hearts, disguising what they are.
You must leave this.
Full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest Banquo and Flatus lives!
But in that nature's copy's not a turn.
Have comfort. They are saleable. Be thou jocund, for there will be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
Oh, be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaud the deed. Night thickens. Good things by day begin to droop and drowse, whilst night's black agents to their praise do rouse. Thou marvelest at my words, but hold thee still. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. Pray you, go with me.
But who did bid thee join with us?
Macbeth.
He needs not our mistrust, since he delivers our offices and what we have to do to the direction just.
And stand with us. The west yet glimmers with some streaks of day. Now spurs the lated traveler apace to gain the timely inn, when near approaches the subject of our watch.
Hark! I hear horses.
Give us a light there. Halt!
Then 'tis he! For those that are within the note of expectation already are in the court.
His horses go about.
Almost a mile, but he does usually. So all men do from hence to the palace gate may get their walk.
A light! A light!
'Tis he.
Stand to it.
There will be rain tonight.
Let it come down.
Oh, treachery! Thou mayest avenge!
We did strike out the light.
Was not the way.
There's but one down, the other's fled.
Lost the best half of our affair!
Well, let's away and say how much is done. Looks like we have quite a few witnesses. I mean guests. What a triumphant conclusion to the first half, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Though I don't suppose any of you could tell me where Fleance went. No? Nobody? Well, I did find this cauldron, which appears to contain 2 free tickets to any future Valley Center stage production. So perhaps that could entice one of you to be a bit more forthcoming. Laura Knight? Thank you. Now, that is good for any future production, though I will say, Murder on the Nile sounds lovely. Thank you, and enjoy.
You know your own degrees. Sit down. At first and last, a hearty welcome.
Thanks to your majesty.
Ourselves will play the humble host, whilst our hostess keeps her state until such time we require him.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends, for my heart speaks. They are welcome.
See, they entreat thee with their hearts' thanks. Both sides are even. Here, I'll sit in the midst. Be large in mirth. Anon will drink a measure the table round. There's blood on thy face.
'Tis Banquo's then.
It's better thee without than he within. Is he dispatched?
My lord, his throat is cut. That I did for him.
Thou art the best of the cutthroats. But yet, he's good that did the like to Fleance. If thou didst, thou art a non-brow.
Most royal, sir. Fleance escaped.
Comes my fit again. My doesn't be perfect. As whole as the marble, as founded as a rock, as broad and general as the casing air. But now I am cabined, cribbed, confined to bound with saucy doubts of fears. The Banquo safe.
Aye, my good lord. Safe in a ditch he bides, with 20 trenchant gashes on his head, the least to death to nature.
Thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies. The worm that's fled hath nature that in time venom will breed, but no teeth for the present. Get thee gone. You'll hear ourselves tomorrow.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer. The feast is sold that is not often vouched while 'tis a making. 'Tis given with welcome, to feed were best at home. From thence the sauce to meat is ceremony. Meeting were fair without it.
Sweet remembrancer. Now, good digestion, wait on appetite. Health and love to all.
May it please your highness, sit.
Here, now we have our country honor roofed. We're our graced friend Banquo present, whom I may rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance.
His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please let your highness to grace us with your royal company.
The table's full.
Here is a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord. What is that moves your majesty?
Which one of you have done this?
What, my good lord?
Thou canst never say that I did it! Don't shake thy going locks at me!
Gentlemen, rise. His highness is not well.
Sit, worthy friends. My lord is often thus, and hath been from his youth. Pray you keep seat. The fit is momentary. Upon a thought he will again be well. If much you note him, you shall offend him and extend his passion. Feed and regard him not. Are you a man?
I dare look on that which would appall the devil!
Oh, proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan. How these flaws and starts impostures to true fear would well become a woman's story at a winter's fire, authorized by her grandam. Shame itself. Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you look but on a stool.
Pray thee, look there, lo, behold! What's he? What care I, if thou could nod and speak?
Charnel houses and our graves must send those we bury back. Our monuments will be the maws of kites!
That's quite unmanned and folly.
If I stand here, I saw been shed. There now. Murders performed too terrible for ear. There was a time when the brains were out, the man would die, and there an end. But now they rise again, with 20 mortal murders on their crown, and push us from our stools! This is most strange than such a murder is.
My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you.
You forget. My most worthy friends. Do not muse at me. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and health to all, and then I'll sit. Give me some wine. Fill full. To the general joy of the whole table, and to our dear friend Banquo. He is missed. Would he were here. To all, to Banquo we thirst, and all to all to all.
Our duties and the pledge.
Lord! Out of my sight! Let the earth hide thee. Thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold. Thou hast no speculation in those eyes which thou dost glare with.
Think of this, good peers, but as a thing of custom. 'Tis no more, only it spoils the pleasure of the time.
What man dare I dare? Approach like the rugged Russian bear, the armed rhinoceros, the Thurkin tiger, take any shape but that, and my firm nerve shall never tremble. Or be thou alive again, and dare me to the desert with thy sword. If trembling I inhabit then protest me, baby of a girl, as horrible shadow, unreal mockery hands! And so, being gone, I am man again. Pray thee, sit still.
You have displaced the mirth. Broke the good meeting with most admired disorder.
Can such things be, and overcome us like a summer's cloud, without our special wonder? You make me strange, even to the disposition that I owe, when now I think you could behold such sights and keep the natural rubyiness of your cheeks when mine are blanched with fear.
What sights, my lord?
Anyway, you speak not, he grows worse and worse. Question enrages him. At once, good night. Stand not upon the order of your going, but go at once.
Good night, and better health attend his majesty.
Good night to all.
It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. Rocks have been known to move, and trees to speak. Augurs and known relations have by maggot pies, and choughs, and rooks brought forth the secretest man of blood. What is the night?
Almost at odds with morning. Which is which?
How sayest thou? Macduff denies his person at our great bidding?
Did you send to him, sir?
I hear it, by the way, but I will send. There's not a one of them, but in his house I keep a servant feed. I will to the weird sisters tomorrow. More shall they say, for now I am bent to know the worst. things I have in head, which will to hand, that must be acted ere they may be scanned.
You lack the season of all natures, sleep.
Sleep. Let us to sleep. My strange self-abuse is the initiate fear that wants hard abuse. We are yet but young indeed.
Why, how now, Hackett? You look angrily. Have I not reason? Beldams as you are, saucy and overbold. How did you dare to traffic with Macbeth? Riddles and affairs of death. I, the mistress of your charms, the close contriver of all harms, was never called to bear my part or show the glory of our art. And, which is worse, all that you have done hath been for but a wayward son, spiteful and wrathful, who, as others do, loves for his own ends, not for you. But make amends now. Get you gone. At the pit of Acheron, meet me in the morning. Thither he shall come to know his destiny. Your vessels and your spells provide, your charms and everything beside. I am for the air. This night I'll spend unto a dismal and a fatal end. Great business must be wrought ere noon. Upon the corner of the moon there hangs a vaporous drop profound. I'll catch it ere it come to ground, and this, distilled by magic sleight, shall raise such artificial sprites as, by the strength of their illusion, shall lead him on to his confusion. He shall spurn fate, scorn death, and bear his hopes of wisdom, grace, and fear. And you all know, security is mortal's chiefest enemy. Hark! I am called. My little spirit, see? Sits in a foggy cloud and stays for me. Come, let's make haste. She'll soon be back again.
My former speeches have but hit your thoughts, which can interpret further. Only I say, things have been strangely born. The gracious Duncan was pitied of Macbeth. Marry, he was dead. And right then Banquo walked too late, whom you may say, if it please you, Fleon's killed, for Fleon's fled. Men must not walk too late. Who cannot want the thought how monstrous it was for Malcolm and for Donbane to kill their gracious father? Damned fact. And how it did grieve Macbeth. Did he not in pious rage those two delinquents tear, for slaves of drink and thralls of sleep? Was it not nobly done? And wisely too, for it would anger any heart alive to hear the man deny it. So I should say, he has borne all things well. And had he Duncan's sons under his key, and as please heaven, he shall not, they'd know what for to kill a father. Aye, and Fleon's too. Ah, and peace. For from broad words, and 'cause he failed his presence at the tyrant's feast, I hear Macduff lives in disgrace. Sir, can you tell me where he bestows himself?
The son of Duncan, from whom this tyrant holds the due of birth, lives in the English court and is received of the most pious Edward with such grace, the malevolence of fortune nothing takes from this high respect. Thither Macbeth is gone, to pray the holy king upon his aid, to wake Northumberland in warlike Seward, that with the help of these and him above to ratify the work, we may again give to our tables meat, sleep to our nights, free from our feast and banquets bloody knives, do faithful homage, and receive free honors, all which we pine for now. And this report has so exasperate the king that he prepares for some attempt of war.
Sent he to Macduff?
He did. He did. And with an absolute "sir, not I," the cloudy messenger turns me his back and hums, as who should say, "You'll rue the time that clogs me with this answer."
And well might hold him to a caution. To hold a distance as wisdom can provide. Some holy angel, fly to the court of England and unfurl his message ere he come. That a swift blessing may return upon this, our suffering country, under a hand accursed.
I'll send my prayers with him.
Thrice the brinded cat hath mewed. Thrice, and once the hedge pig whined.
Harp your cries. 'Tis time. 'Tis time.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrails throw. Toad, that under cold stone, days and nights has 31. Sweltered venom, sleeping got, boiled out first in the charmed pot. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. The left any snake in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt. Toe frog. Will of bat. Tongue of dog. Adder's fork. And blindworm's sting. A lizard's leg. And a howlet's wing. For a charm of powerful trouble. Like a hell broth boil and bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Scale of dragon. Tooth of wolf. Witch's mummy. Maw and gulf of the raven salt sea shark.
Yes.
Root of hemlock digged in the dark. Liver of blaspheming fear. Gall of goat and slips of yew. Slivered in the moon's eclipse. Nose of Turk and Tartar's lips. Finger of birth's strangled babe, ditch delivered by a drab. Make the gruel thick and slab. Add thereto a tiger's chardron for the ingredients of our cauldron.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Pour in the baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good.
Oh, well done. I commend your pains, and everyone shall share in the gains. And now, about the cauldron sing, like elves and fairies in a ring, enchanting all that you put in.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Open locks, whoever knocks.
How now, you secret black and midnight hags? What is it you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you, by that which you profess, or however you come to know it, though you untie the winds and make them fight against churches, answer me to what I ask you.
Speak. Demand.
Will answer.
Say if thou'st rather hear it from our mouths or from our masters.
Call him. Let me see him.
Pouring sow's blood, that is eaten her 9 furrow. Grease, that's sweating from the murdered gibbet, throw into the flames. Come, high or low, thyself and office deftly show.
Tell me, whatever power thou art.
He knows thy thoughts. Hear his speech, but say thou not.
Macbeth! 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 Beware Macduff! Beware the Thane of Fife! Dismiss me. Enough.
Whatever thou art, for thy good caution, thanks. Thou hast halved my fear aright. Now, one thing more.
He will not be commanded. Here's another, more potent than the first.
Macbeth! Macbeth! Macbeth!
Had I 3 ears, I could hear thee.
Be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man, for none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Then live, Macduff. What need I fear of thee? I'll make assurance double sure and take a bond of fate. Thou shalt not live, that I may tell pale-hearted fear it lies and sleep in spite of thunder. What is this that rises like the issue of a king and wears upon its baby brow the round and top of sovereignty?
Listen, but speak not to it.
Be lion, Matilda, proud, and take no care who chafes, who frets, or where conspirers are. Macbeth shall never vanquished be, until great Birnam Wood to hide on Snane Hill shall come against him.
That could never be. Who could impress the forest? Bid the tree to unfix its earthbound root. Sweet Bodman's good. But my heart throbs to know one thing more. Tell me if thou art can. Will Banquo's issue ever reign this kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
I will be satisfied. Deny me, and an eternal curse will fall upon you. Tell me! What does that sound?
Show. Show his eyes and grieve his heart. Come like shadows, so depart.
Thou art too like the spirit of Banquo. Those crowns do sear mine eyeballs. This one is like the first. The third is like the former. Filthy hags, why do you show me this? Your ears, stark eyes. What? Will the line run out to the crack of doom? Still another appears, a seventh, and yet an eighth. Oh, horrible sight! Oh. Now I see it is true. The blood-boltered Banquo smiles at me and points at them for his. What, is this so?
Aye, sir. Oh, this is so. But why stands Macbeth thus amazingly? Come, sisters, cheer we up his sprites and show the best of our delights. I'll charm the air to give a sound while you perform your antic round, that this great king may kindly say our duties deem his welcome pay.
At this pernicious hour stand I accursed in the calendar. Come in from without there.
What is your grace's will?
Saw you the weird sisters?
No, my lord.
Came they not by?
No, indeed, my lord.
Damned be those that trust me. I thought I heard the galloping of horses. Who was it came by?
'Tis 2 or 3, my lord, that bring you word Macduff is fled to England.
Fled to England.
Aye, my good lord.
Time, thou anticipates my dread exploits. From this moment, the firstlings of my heart shall be the firstlings of my hand. The castle Macduff I will surprise and lay siege to Fife, and give over the edge of the sword to his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. But no more sights. Where are these gentlemen? Come, bring me where they are.
What had he done to make him fly the land?
You must have patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom! To leave his wife, to leave his babes, his mansion and his titles in a place from whence he himself does fly? No. He loves us not. He wants the natural touch, the foreword. Poor wren, most diminutive of birds, will fight. Her young ones in the nest against the owl. All is the fear. Nothing is the love. So little is the wisdom that his flight runs against all reason.
My dearest coz, I pray you, school yourself. But for your husband, he is noble, wise, judicious, and best knows the fits of the season. I dare not speak much further, but cruel are the times when we are traitors and do not know ourselves, when we hold rumor from what we fear, yet know not what we fear, but float upon a wild and violent sea each way and move. I take my leave of you, shall not be long, but I'll be here again. Things at the worst will cease or else climb upward to what they were before. My pretty cousin, blessing upon you.
Fathered he is, yet he is fatherless.
I am so much a fool. Should I stay longer, it would be my disgrace and your discomfort. I take my leave at once.
Ra, your father is dead. What will you do now? How will you live?
As birds do, Mother.
With worms and flies.
What they get, I mean. And so do they.
Oh, poor bird. Thou never fearest the net, nor line, pitfall, nor the chin.
Why should I, Mother? Poor birds are not set for. My father is not dead, for instance.
What? Yes, he is dead. And what wilt thou do for a father?
Nay, how will you do for a husband?
Oh, I can buy me 20 at any market.
Then you'll buy him to sell again.
Speakest with all thy wit. And in faith, I have wit enough for thee.
Was my father a traitor, Mother?
Aye, that he was.
What is a traitor?
One who swears and lies.
And be all traitors that do so.
Everyone that does so is a traitor and must be hanged.
And be all who swear and lie that must be hanged?
Everyone.
Who must hang them?
Why, the honest men.
Then the liars and swearers are fools. They are liars and swearers anew to beat up the honest men and hang them.
Oh, God, help me! Poor monkey. What wilt thou do for a father?
If my father were dead, you'd weep for him. If not, then it should be a good sign that it should quickly have a new father.
Poor prattler, how thou talkest.
Bless you, fair dame. I am not too known, but in your state of honor I am perfect. I doubt some danger does approach you nearly. If you will take a homely man's advice, be not found here. Hence, with your little ones. To fright you less, methinks I am too savage. To do worse to your fell cruelty, which is too nigh your person. Heaven preserve you, I dare abide no longer.
Whither should I fly? I have done no harm. Remember now, in the earthly world, where to do harm is often laudable. To do good, sometimes accounted dangerous folly. But alas, why then do I put up the womanly defense to say that I have done no harm? Well, what are these faces?
Where is your husband?
I should hope in no place so unsanctified such as thou mayest find him.
He's a traitor!
Thou liest! Thou shagged
What? You egg? Young fry of treachery!
Mother, he has killed me. Run away. I pray you.
No! Mother! No!
Let us seek out some desolate shade, and there weep our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword, and like good men, bestride their downfall and birth them.
What I can redress, friend, I will. This tyrant whose sole name blisters our tongues was once thought honest. You have loved him well. He hath not touched you yet. I am young, but something you may deserve of him through me. Wisdom to offer up a weak, innocent lamb to appease an angry god.
I am not treacherous.
But Macbeth is. A good and virtuous nature may recoil at an imperial charge. But I shall crave your pardon. That which you are, my thoughts cannot transpose. Why, in that rawness, left you wife and child, those precious motives, those strong knots of love, without leave taking? I pray you, let not my jealousies be your dishonors. You may be rightly just, whatever I shall think.
Bleed! Bleed, poor country! Great tyranny, lay thou thy basest shore. For goodness, dare not check thee. I would not be the villain thou thinkest.
Be not offended. I speak not as an absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. I think withal there would be hands uplifted in my right, and from gracious England have I offer of goodly thousands. But when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head, my country shall have more vice than it had before, more suffer by him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
Well, it is myself I mean, in whom I know all the particulars of vice so grafted that, when they shall be opened, black Macbeth will seem as pure as snow, being compared with my confineless arms.
Not in the legions of Lord Hell can come a devil more damned and evil as to top Macbeth.
Oh, grant him bloody, luxurious, avaricious, deceitful, smacking of every sin that has a name. But there is no bottom, none, in my voluptuousness. Your wives, your daughters, your matrons, and your maids could not fill up the cistern of my lust and my desire. All continent impediments would o'erbear that would oppose my will. Better Macbeth than such a one to reign.
Boundless intemperance in nature is a great tyranny. But we have willing dames enough. There cannot be this vulture in you to devour so many.
With this there grows, and my most ill-composed affections, such a staunchless avarice that, were I king, I should cut off the nobles for their lands, forge quarrels unjust between the good and loyal, destroying them for wealth.
This avarice hath been the sword of a many slain king. Yet, do not fear. Scotland hath poisons to fill up your well. All these are portable with other graces ways.
But I have none. The king becoming graces as justice, verity, temperance, stableness, mercy, courage, fortitude. I have no relish of them, but abound in the division of each several crimes. Nay, had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of concord into hell, uproar the universal peace, confound our unity on earth.
Oh, Scotland, Scotland!
If such a one be fit to govern, speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern? No, not to live! O nation miserable, when wilt thou see thy wholesome days again, since that the truest issue of thy throne does blaspheme his breed? Thy royal father was most sainted king. The queen that bore thee, often on her knees than on her feet, died every day she lived. Fare thee well. These evils thou hast repeatest upon thyself. Thou hast banished me from Scotland. O my breast, thy hope ends here.
Macduff! This noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul wiped the black scruples, reconciled my thoughts to thy good, truth, and honor. Devilish Macbeth hath sought to win me into his power, and modest wisdom plucks me from o'er-credulous haste. But God above deal between thee and me, for I unspeak mine own detraction. Here abjure the taints and blames I laid upon myself. I am yet unknown to woman, never was forsworn, scarcely if covenant were was mine own, at no time broke my faith, would not betray the devil to his fellow, and delight no less in truth than in life. What I am truly is thine, and my poor country's to command. Whither, indeed, before thine here approached, old Seward, with 10,000 warlike men, already at a point was setting forth. Now we'll together, and our chance of goodness be like our warranted quarrel.
Such welcome and unwelcome things. 'Tis hard to reconcile.
Got the right of it.
See who comes here.
My countryman, and yet I know him not.
My ever gentle cousin, welcome hither.
I know him now. Good God, but times remove the means that make us strangers.
Sir, amen.
Stand Scotland where it did.
Alas, poor country, almost afraid to know itself. It cannot be called our mother, but our grave, where nothing, but who knows nothing, is once seen to smile. Where sighs and groans and shrieks that rent the air are made, not marked. Where violent sorrow seems a modern ecstasy. The dead man's knell is there scarce asked for who, and good men's lives expire before the flowers in their caps, dying or ere they sicken.
What's the newest grief?
That of an hour's age doth hiss the speaker. Each minute teems a new one.
How does my wife?
Why, well.
And all my children?
Well too.
The town hath not battered at their peace?
No, they were well at peace when I did leave them.
Be not amazed every speech. How goes it?
When I came hither to transport the tidings which I have heavily borne, there ran a rumor of many worthy fellows that were out, which was to my belief witnessed the rather, for that I saw the tyrant's power afoot. Now is the time of help. Your eye in Scotland would create soldiers, make our women fight, to doff their dire distresses.
Be it their comfort. We are coming thither. Gracious England hath lent us good Seward and 10,000 warlike men, an older and better soldier, none that Christendom gives out.
Would I could answer this comfort with the like, but I have words that would be howled out in the desert air, where hearing should not lapse them.
What concern they? The general cause or fee grief? Teach you a single breast?
No mind that's honest, but in it shares some woe, though the main part pertains to you alone.
If it concern me, keep it not from me. Quickly, let me have it.
Let not your ears despise my tongue forever, which shall possess them with the heaviest sound that ever yet they heard.
I guess at it.
Your castle is surprised, your wife and babes savagely slaughtered. To relate the manner were on the quarry of these murdered deer to add the death of you.
Merciful heaven! What man dare pull your hat down upon your brow? Give sorrow words. The grief that does not speak whispers the o'er-fraught heart and bids it break.
All my children killed?
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
And I must be from thence. My wife killed too.
I have said,
be comforted. Let us make medicines of our great revenge to cure this deadly grief.
He has no children. All. Did you say all? Oh, my pretty ones. Oh, how kind! Oh, did you? All my pretty little chickens. And they're down. In one fell swoop.
Disputed like a man.
I shall do so. But I must also feel it as a man. I cannot but remember things that were most precious to me did heaven the gun and would not take their part. Sinful Macduff, they were struck for thee. Not that I am, not for their own demerits, but for mine, fell slaughtered to their souls. Have mercy now.
Be this the whetstone of your sword. Let grief convert to anger. Blunt not the heart. Enrage it.
Oh. I could play the woman with mine eyes and grab her with my tongue. But gentle heavens, cut short all intermission. Front to front, bring down this fiend of Scotland and myself. Within my sword's length set him. And should he escape, heaven forgive him too.
This tune goes manly. Come, our power is ready. Our lack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for shaking, and the powers above put on their instruments. Receive what cheer you may. The night is long that never finds the day.
I have 2 nights walked with you, but can perceive no truth in your report. When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went into the field, I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterward to seal it, and again return to bed, all the while in a most fast sleep.
A great perturbation in nature, to receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effect of watching. In this slumberly agitation, besides her walking and other actual performances, what at any time have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I will not report after her.
Nay, to me. 'Tis most meet you should.
Not to you nor anyone, not having any witness to confirm my speech. Lo you, there she is. This is her very guise, and upon my life, fast asleep. Observe her, stand close.
How came she by that light?
Why, it stood by her. She has light by her continually, 'tis her command.
You see, her eyes are open.
Aye, but their senses are shut.
What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hands.
'Tis an accustomed action with her to seem thus washing her hands. I have known her to continue in this for a quarter of an hour.
Yet here's a spot.
Hark, she speaks. I will set down what comes from her, to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly.
Out, damn spot! Out, I say!
1, 2.
Why then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fly, my lord, fly, the soldier and afeard. What need we fear who knows it when none can call our power to account? Yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
A Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What will these hands ne'er be clean? No more of that, my lord, no more of that. You mar all with this starting.
Go to. You have known what you should not.
She has spoke what she should not, I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known.
Here's the smell of blood still. How the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh.
What a sigh is there? The heart is sorely charged.
I would not have such a heart in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
Well.
Pray God, be so, sir.
This disease is beyond my practice. Yet I have known those which have walked in their sleep who have died holily in their beds.
Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown, look not so pale. I tell you yet again, Banquo's buried. He cannot come out of his grave.
Even so?
To bed. To bed. There's knocking at the gate. Come, give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To
To bed. To bed.
Was she going out to bed?
Directly.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to their deaf pillows will discharge their secrets. More needs she, the divine, than the physician. God, forgive us all.
Amen.
Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her. So good night. And mind she has mated and amazed my sight. I think, but dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
The English power is near, led on by Malcolm, his uncle Stewart, and the good Macduff. Revenge is burning them, for their dear causes wood to bleeding, and the grim alarm excite the mortified man.
Near Burnham Wood shall we meet them. That way are they coming.
Joseph Donalbain be with his brother.
For certain, sir, he is not.
I'm a file of all the gentry. There is Stuart's son and many unroughed youths that even now do protest the first of their manhood.
What does the tyrant?
Great Dunsinane he strongly fortifies. Some say he's mad, others, who lesser hate him, do call it valiant fury. For certain he cannot buckle his distempered cause within the belt of rule.
Now does he feel his secret murder sticking on his hands. Now minutely revolts upbraid the faith preached. Those he commands move only in command, nothing in love. Now does he feel his saddle hang loose about him, like a giant's robe upon a dwarfish thief.
Who then shall condemn his pestered senses to recoil and start, when all that is within him must condemn itself for being there?
Well, march we on, to give obedience which is truly owed. Meet we the medicine of the sickly wheel, and with him pour we in our country's purge each drop of us. Or, so much as it needs to do the sovereign flower and drown out the weeds. Make we our march to Burnham!
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly all. Till Burnham Wood removed from Dunsinane, I cannot taint in fear. What is this boy Malcolm? Is he not born of woman? The spirit that know all mortal consequence has pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man of woman born shall ever have power upon thee. And fly false thanes, and mingle with the English epicures. The mind I sway by and the heart I bear will never sag with doubt nor shake with fear. Devil damn thee black, thou cream-faced loon. Where gottest thou that goose look?
There is 10,000.
Geese, villain!
Soldiers, sir.
Go, prick thy face and overread thy fear, thou lily-livered slave. What soldiers, Patch? Devil thy soul, those linen cheeks of thine are counselors to fear. What soldiers, Wayface?
The English force, so please you.
Get thy face hence. Satan! I am sick at heart when I go, Satan, I say! This bush will cheer me ever or deceit me now. I have lived long enough. My way of life has gone into the seer, the yellow leaf. And that which accompanies old age I must not look to have. As obedience, love, troops of friends. Now in their stead, curses, not loud but deep, mouth honor, breath, which the faint heart would deny or dare not. Satan!
What's your gracious pleasure?
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which was reported.
Bring me my armor.
But 'tis not needed yet.
I'll put it on. Send out more horses, scour the country round, and hang all those that talk of fear. Give me my armor! How does your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with thick coming fancies that keep her from her rest.
I will cure her of that. Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased, pluck from the memory a rooted sorrow, or raise the written troubles from a brain, or find some sweet oblivious antidote to cleanse the stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff which weighs upon the heart?
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw physic to the dogs, I'll none of it.
Satan! Give me mine armor! Give me my staff! Send out! The English fly for me, good doctor.
Come, sirs, dispatch! If thou couldst, doctor, cast the water of my land and find her disease. Purge it into a sound and pristine health. I would applaud thee to the very echo that should applaud thee again. Pull it off, I say! What rhubarb, senna, or what purgative drug could scour these English hence? Hearest thou of them?
Aye, my good lord, your royal preparation makes us hear something.
Bring it after me. I'll not be afraid of death and pain till Burnham Forest come to Dunsinane.
Were I from Dunsinane away and clear, profit again should hardly draw me here.
Cousins! I hope the days are near at hand that Chambers will be safe.
We doubt it nothing.
What wood is this before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down a bough and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shadow the numbers of our host and make discovery ere and report of us.
It shall be done.
We learn no other, but the confident tyrant keeps still in Dunsinane, and will endure our sitting down before it.
'Tis his main hope, for where there is advantage to be given, both have more or less given him the revolt, and none serve with him but constrained things, whose hearts are absent too.
Let our just censures attend the true event, and put we on industrious soldiership.
The time approaches that will with due decision make us know what we shall say we have, and what we owe. Thoughts speculative their unsure hopes relate, but certain issue. Strokes must arbitrate, towards which advance the war.
Put our banners on the outward wall. The cry is still, they come. Our castle will laugh a siege to scorn. Here, let them lie till the famine and the ague eat them up. Were they not forced with those that should be ours, we might have met them dareful, beard to beard, and beat them backward home. What noise is this? It's my crying women, my good lord.
I've almost forgotten the taste of fear. The time had been
My senses would cool to hear a night shriek, but I have supped full of horrors. Direness, familiar to my slaughterous thoughts, cannot once stop me.
Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been time for such word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last recorded syllable of time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to a dusty death. Out, Reeve Campbell. Life is but a walking shadow. The poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and is heard no more. 'Tis a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Thou comest to use thy tongue, thy story, quickly.
Gracious my lord, I should report that which I say I saw, but know not how to do it.
Well, say, sir.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and anon, methought, the wood began to move.
Liar and slave!
Let me endure your wrath, if be not so. Within this 3 mile may you see it coming. I say a moving grove.
If thou speech is false, thou shalt hang from the next tree alive till famine cling thee. If thy speech be sooth, I care not if thou dost the like for me. I begin to pull in resolution, and doubt the equivocation of the fiend that lies like truth. Fear not, till Burnham wood do come to Dunsinane, and now a wood comes toward Dunsinane. On and out! Ring the alarm bells! Come wind, blow rack! At least we'll die with harness on our back!
Now, near enough! Your leafy screens throw down and show like those you are! You, worthy uncle, show with my noble cousin your right noble son. Lead off first battle. Worthy Macduff and we shall take upon us what else remains to do, according to our order.
Fare you well. Do we but meet the tyrant's power tonight? Let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Make all our trumpets speak. Give them all breath. Those clamorous harbingers of blood and death.
For Scotland!
They have tied me to the stake, and I cannot fly. But bear-like must I fight this course. What is he who's not of woman born? Is such a one am I to fear? Or none?
What is thy name?
Thou'lt be afraid to hear it.
No, though thou call'st thyself a hotter name than any is in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself could not pronounce a title more hateful to mine ear.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest! Abhor a tyrant. With my sword, I'll prove the lie thou speakest.
Thou wast of woman born. Swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn. When brandished by one of woman born.
That way the noise is. Tyrant, show thy face! If thou be slain, and with no stroke of mine, my wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still. I cannot strike at wretched kerns, whose arms are high to bear their staves. Either thou, Macbeth, or else my sword with an unbattered edge, I sheathe again, undeeded. Let me find fortune, and more I beg not.
This way, my lord. The castle is gently rendered. The tyrant's people on both sides do fight. The noble thanes do bravely in the war. The day almost itself professes yours, and little is to do.
We have met with foes that strike beside us.
Enter, sir, the castle.
Why must I play the Roman fool and die upon mine own sword? Whilst I see lives, and gashes do better upon them.
Turn, hellhound, turn!
Of all men else I have avoided thee. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword.
Well, thou losest labor. For as easy mayest thou with the entrenchant air, with thy keen sword impress, as I live charmed blade, which must not yield to one of woman born!
Spare thy showing! Let the angel thou still hast served tell thee that Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely wrecked!
Cursed be the tongue that tells me so. For if that cow the better part of my man, I will not fight thee.
And yield thee, coward!
Will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet. Lay on, Macduff, and And damn be him, the first cried, "Hold! Enough!" Ah!
I would the friends we miss were safe beside us.
Some must go off. And yet by these I see so great a day as this is cheaply bought.
Macduff is missing, and your noble son.
Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man, the which no sooner had his prowess confirmed in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man, he died.
Then he is dead.
Aye, and brought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it hath no end.
And he has hurts before.
Aye, on the front.
Why then God's soldier be he. Had I as many sons as I have hairs, I would not wish them to a fairer death. And so his knell is knolled.
He's worth more sorrow, and that I'll spend for him.
He's worth no more. They say he parted well, and paid his score. And so God be with him. Here comes newer comfort.
Hail, King! For so thou art. Behold where stands the usurper's cursed head. Your time is free. I see thee compassed with thy kingdom's pearl, that share my salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire are loud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland.
Hail, King of Scotland!
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. My thanes and kinsmen, henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honour named. What's more to do, which will be planted newly with the time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad, who fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen, who, as 'tis thought, by self and violent hands took off her life. This, and what needful else calls upon us, by the grace of grace, we will perform in measure, time, and place. So, thanks to all at once, and to each one, whom we invite to see us crowned at Scone!